Another vlogless day. Kind of a hard day. You can probably tell by the way I'm moaning and groaning. But basically, I got all kinds of goofy stuff bugging me. I'm an old man. I got a pain in my back. Do you want to hear this on YouTube? Of course you don't. There's never been anything wrong with me in all the years and years and years that I've been just a young man. All is well. Everybody loves me. I love everybody. I have never seen anybody do anything wrong. It just totally amazes me when people start thinking about complaining about another human being. There just doesn't seem to be any call for it at all that I can see. I think everybody's perfect. Just a completely unselfish world. Everybody's just wonderful. Nothing that I just said has anything to do with what I've ever seen happening in the world. They all seem to go around clawing at each other. Trying to be first is like it was some kind of an accomplishment to get to a light before somebody else does. There's some people playing with a dog out there in that little park. Look at that. Playing, park. There's a bike rider. Look at that. A bike rider. Just some kid with a bike. I gotta be honest, I'm feeling a little bit down and out today, a little depressed, a little lonely, a little tired of being in pain all day, unhappy with the social aspects of my job. I didn't talk much today. It's kind of hard to pull off being a customer service professional if you don't open your mouth a little bit and flap a word or two around while you're in the office working on a printer. I'm cold. Let's turn on the heat, for heaven's sake. I don't care what it sounds like on YouTube. I'm cold, I tell you. Now, I don't know. I'm kind of anxious to go home tonight. It's kind of an interesting week, too, in that sense, because at home I'm going to be the only one upstairs tonight. Most of the time I have a roommate, but Phil has taken his week off. His birthday was Sunday, and he elected to spend that time down in his hometown of San Jose celebrating with friends. So that's a great thing, and I'm happy for him, and I wish him the best birthday ever. But it leaves me all by myself up here in this big old house for a week, see? It's kind of exciting. I could run around in my underwear. I could probably pass gas in the front room and nobody would even say a word, you know. Just stuff like that. I mean, it's not anything to write home about. Certainly nothing to vlog about. But it's just true, I guess, at this point. Kind of like them birds sitting on that wire up there. They truly are facing the full brunt of Mother Nature in February. A couple up on that pole there too, one joining them. Look at that. It's cold out there to me. It says 47 degrees on the deal up here, but the way the winds are blowing and everything else, it's cold. Like I say, I'm just tired. And I really am getting old. I'm 62 now, so anything I say could just be, you know, the onset of dementia or Alzheimer's or a variety of different diseases that old people get. I'm just waiting around to see which ones come to me. You know, I've never been here before, so I really don't like pain, and I'm not looking forward to the idea of losing the ability to spend time with friends and family and church family and people that I enjoy spending time with, people that I do anyway, you know. But there's something about the idea of having been here long enough now that I sort of feel like I've seen everything I need to see and done everything I need to do, and, you know, all that sort of stuff. So I got no adolescent aspirations to conquer the world or anything like that before I'm done now. Except for the times that I have messed up myself, I've had a wonderful life already. Now, I'm not saying that if the Lord wants me to accomplish something else for the kingdom that I would be unwilling to do it. I will do it. And I believe that He will help me to do it, even though I don't hardly feel like I can do much of anything today. But, see, told you. Couldn't even keep that in. Didn't even want to keep that in, for heaven's sake. Anyway. This lady right here, I don't like her very much. I'm having trouble loving her as if she were my neighbor. She just does stupid things with her automobile that there's no way to really respect. Of course, we all do. What can we do about that? I guess we can pray, Lord, help me to be somebody different, instead of just like all the people I don't respect. Amen. There's a big old truck. There's a car. There's a truck. That's a car, that's a truck, that's an SUV, and there's another one. Then you get your car and your truck, then your car, your state car, your car, well, SUV, slightly oversized SUV, car, minivan, car, I don't know what that thing is. Whatever. You know, they're all over the place. I'm sitting here behind a cube that I don't respect. I was waltzing with my darling to the tennis. Oh, look at that. 250 million Powerball. I'll take it. I better go buy a ticket somewhere tomorrow. Pay my tax on the ignorant. See if I can get rich. And split half of it with the government. That's 125 million. I'm sure there'd be some fees involved, or whatever. Say 100 million left over. There'd be 1 million to pay off the church mortgage. I could do that. I'd be happy to do that. And then, boy, my imagination is working a lot better than my ability to love my neighbor as myself. You see what my problem is? I want to be a child of God, but I'm Wally. And there doesn't seem to be a thing I can do about it. Is there anybody on YouTube that watches stuff like this that prays? Pray for me, would you? I need it. And if you're watching this, 100 years after I died, but I don't care what you do. We'll both be where we are forever by then anyway, so ain't no difference. But let's shoot for heaven while we can. What do you say? This is a hypocritical smile. I'm really not happy. I'm just smiling for the camera. I'm really kind of sad inside, even though I'm all smiles and teeth and everything here on YouTube. I could eat some ice cream. I could call it dinner. Just eat ice cream and say, I had dinner. Yeah, I'm full. I'm a man. I do my own